it out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking. Go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on the
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Now to return, this is David Johnson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. Down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
23 yards.
Catch there by Kenny Stills, and he joined Houston last season and showed once again, as he has shown throughout his career, he can be a very reliable, good complementary receiver.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Minkah Fitzpatrick. Watson's pass intercepted.
The Steeler offense set to go to work, and once again at the helm, their longtime starter, that's Ben Roethlisberger.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018 he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
And 7 at the 37.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. That one goes for 8 yards.
And there's a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster, and he's hoping there's plenty more of that coming. 2019, not the year he expected. Lost his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, early, dealt with a knee injury and missed 4 games, and his stats really fell. Just 552 yards through the air. But in 2018, what a big year he had then with Big Ben. 1,426 yards. He's hoping that the return of form of Roethlisberger leads to the return of form of himself.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good. Side of the field.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game, and the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll look to throw right away. Hitting Juju on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The numbers for Smith-Schuster in that game last week. 5 catches, 89 yards.
And we're starting to see some consistency being established here, because if you do it once, some people might count it as a fluke, but if you do it a second time, you're starting to think maybe he's got it going. And that's exactly where he appears to be headed.
Number 30, James.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Easy. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Steelers 6, Texans nothing.
Working with a 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he whips that one incomplete there. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
The full team is involved, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out comes Houston. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On second down, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He finds his target, Fuller.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about in the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 28.
Complete to Duke Johnson.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Makes the score Steelers 13, Texans 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Good Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And 11 at the 45-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
1st and 10.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
The 25-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll take over. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Down Texans.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports halftime report. Time for a look around the NFL here in week 3 of the new year. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the Eagles who are out in front. The Eagles trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Trent Taylor, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Adrian Peterson, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. In the game you've been watching, it was Ben Roethlisberger who led the way offensively in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, a run with Connor. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. On the counter, it's Connor. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. On the handoff.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Again, it's Connor.
Connor again, the ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
For the field goal, an 18-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25 yards.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. To throw is Watson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Throwing again is Watson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks, and it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 7, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. First down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now by word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Honor the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit a little bit of play.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
4 brings up 3rd and 6.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And he will
have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Connor, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson.
And there's a good opportunity, just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
3rd down and 1 yard to go.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. This is Akins hauling in the short pass.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Is sacked by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
There's a familiar.
And he can't get a throw off. He's down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He's back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans can take the lead with an extra point.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they looked lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 17-16, a minute 4 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And out across midfield down to the 45.
That's good.
A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
James Washington, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Texans, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.